Good afternoon, guys. I'm delighted to be here this afternoon, coming from not my usual spot in Galway. I'm actually in Meath today, and this is why my camera is in a strange angle, because I'm not in my usual filming place. So I'd like to welcome anybody watching on the replay and anyone watching from my YouTube channel. So as you could see, that the topic today was about how to stay in the present moment. 3 tips on how to stay in the present moment. And I feel this is a really important topic, especially today. It's more prevalent than ever in terms of the fact that most people are living in the future. So when we're living in the future, we're living with anxiety and stress and pressure and thinking about the next thing and getting it done and what's next. And of course, when we're in this space, we're not present, and it's very hard to enjoy the moment. If we don't enjoy the moment, we can't enjoy the hour, we can't enjoy the day, and we're actually not enjoying our life. So the way we are in our day will determine how our next day goes, and the next day, and the next day. So life is so busy these days for people, and there's so many things on for people that they have to think about this, but they don't have to think about all those things all together at the same time with their head being full. And this is where the pressure and the stress comes from. So when we're in the past, we know we're in depression or resentment, thinking about things in the past. And when we're in the future, we're in fear. So we don't want either of them. What we want is we want to stay in the now. So fear, you've heard this before, I'm sure, false evidence appearing real. So it's not real when you're in fear, but it's about how to manage that. And one way is definitely to start practicing how to live in the present moment. And these techniques are not new, they're just a new way and a realization of realizing that it's something that's really important that we must try to implement in our day. So the first one first tip that I'm going to give you is about focusing on touch. So it's about feeling your body in the present moment of where it is right now, or feeling your hands, touching your fingers by your own fingers, feeling the seat supporting you. And that's a fantastic tool because you can do that anywhere, anytime. If you're standing in a bank or standing in a queue, you can feel your feet on the ground. Bring your mind to that moment. Or if you've got your hands on the steering wheel, feel your fingers on the steering wheel. So the reason we do it, it's more so the practice of doing it makes us start living more in the present more of the time. And the moment you actually do that, you are present. And we know this is really important because you want to enjoy your life. You want to feel good. You want to be present for yourself. You want to be present for your loved ones, your children. You don't want to be thinking about all those other things that are on your mind while your kids are talking to you, or while your friends are talking to you, or while you're trying to focus on something else. If we're focused on too many things all at the same time, that's when the pressure and the anxiety gets really, really tough. And of course, it's very common these days. And of course, it's not easy. We know that. But it's so important even more now to try to practice. So you can focus on your touch. Or for example, if you're like peeling a carrot, you can just feel it. Feel yourself doing that and really focus on it. And it only takes a few seconds. The more you do this throughout your day, you're actually practicing your mind to come into that habit of doing so. So that's tip 1. So focus on touch. Tip 2 is another obvious one. Bring it back to the breathing. So the next time you are under severe pressure to be somewhere and you're rush, just say, okay, I'm going to bring it back to my breathing and feel the breath coming into your nose and out your nose. And just stay calm. Try and stay calm within your own body and centered. Because when we rush, it actually is counterproductive. Because I find with me, the moment I start rushing, if it's trying to leave the house, I'll drop something, I might break something, I'll forget something. So I know it's actually more productive for me if I just try and stay present keep my feet on the ground. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just focus back on the breath all the time. That's tip 2. And tip 3 is, this is also really good for a few other reasons, but you can repeat a mantra in your head. So if you're feeling really stressed, you can say, I am calm and relaxed. I am calm and relaxed. And you just keep saying it over and over in your head. This is really, really good for changing beliefs. All sorts of mantras that you can say out loud, ideally, but you don't have to. You can say them in your mind. Really good for changing an old belief and an old idea, which is actually what decides the way we live our life today. That's just an extra there. A belief is what is the way you believe and have an idea about certain things that could be really embedded, is how your life is turning out. But this mantra of I am calm, I am calm, I will get there on time. Even if you don't, it doesn't matter. It's okay if I'm a few minutes late, or I am driving slow, I am moving slow. So just to repeat these mantras in your head. And these mantras are also really, really good for self-talk, which is something that I am actually coming soon. I have a 5-day challenge coming very soon, and it's about self-talk, and it's about it's a 5-day challenge, and it's 5 days to change your self-talk using a mirror, music, and your mobile. So I'm very excited about that, and that's coming, and I'll let you know about it. So just to go back to the tips about staying in the present moment, tip 1 was to focus on touch and your body. The way your body is touching the ground, the seat, hands on the steering wheel, any way that you can. Number 2 is focusing on your breath and keeping it simple. Just remember the next time you're in a rush, just say it's okay, I'm going to breathe slow. Breathe, bring it back to the breath. And these only need to be for a few seconds at a time. But if you can try and remember to do them, that's the important thing. Because this has very, very powerful long-term effects. It's not just about now. And then tip 3 is repeat a mantra. And that not only keeps you in the present moment, but actually has a major impact on your belief system, which will determine a lot of how your life goes, and a major impact on your self-talk. So anyway, I will leave you with those 3 tips, and I hope they help and you get some benefit. And if anyone has any comments about if you use these, or if you have used them, or if you're going to use them, let me know. I'd love to know your experiences. Pop them down in the comments there. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and see you soon. Bye-bye.